Here at IFA 2019 in Berlin, Sony just unveiled the Xperia 5, a smaller version of the Xperia 1 we reviewed earlier in the year, with the same extra tall 21:9 aspect ratio. It serves as a spiritual successor to the Xperia Compact series, with Sony's familiar squared-off metal and glass design and a 6.1-inch OLED HDR display topping out at Full HD Plus resolution. Sony's fine-tuned that cinema-wide display with the same Bravia technology used on its TVs for improved contrast and colour reproduction. Aside from its size, the Xperia 5 looks almost identical to the Xperia 1. There's the same side-mounted fingerprint sensor and buttons along the right-hand side, including the two-stage physical shutter key. The biggest visual difference is that the cameras have been moved from the center to the left-hand side of the phone, but it's the same triple lens system as before, with 12-megapixel wide, ultra-wide and telephoto cameras at your disposal. Sony is also including its Cinema Pro app on the Xperia 5, which gives you plentiful manual controls for shooting video, including the option to change your frame rate and resolution, as well as apply different color grades to your footage. Inside, you get the same Snapdragon 855 chipset as the Xperia 1, plus 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage. There's still no headphone jack, but the Xperia 5 features Dolby Atmos sound for its built-in speakers. It's also IP68 water resistant and supports 18-watt fast charging for its 3140 mAh battery. One of the few new features the Xperia 5 brings to the table is called Smart Connectivity, which analyzes Wi-Fi signals to predict near-future connectivity issues and automatically switches to LTE. While the Xperia 5 doesn't look much smaller than the Xperia 1 on camera, it feels quite a bit more manageable in the hand, and the tall, narrow form factor works much better in this size. The lower resolution should also make for better battery life, and the Xperia 5 does even support Sony's DualShock PlayStation 4 controllers for mobile gaming. The Xperia 5 is just about ready to go up for pre-order and is slated to go on sale starting October 4th for €799, putting it somewhere between the OnePlus 7 Pro and the Galaxy S10. It is a bit steep, but if you're a fan of the Xperia 1's form factor and want something that's a little bit easier